Most personalities spend a lot of time in preparation on the payoff. Now, a single strong exit isn't enough to hang on to the audience. Think about this. What if you were doing a stand-up comedy routine, doing an 8-minute set, and you've got one joke that happens at the end? Doesn't matter how good the joke is, no matter how funny it is, after 8 minutes, the audience is gone. Yet on the radio, personalities spend most of their prep time just figuring out the payoff. But listeners are constantly evaluating content, and they lose interest when it's too long between mini payoffs. That's what I call breadcrumbs, and they have to be dropped to keep listeners engaged. Breadcrumbs are nuggets, mini payoffs that keep it interesting, which also helps with building momentum into a story. Now here's the danger. Listeners reevaluate the content every 30 to 45 seconds, and they make decisions on whether this content is worthwhile. It's the same way you probably channel surf on TV. How long do you give a channel to get your attention before moving on? That's why you can't just wing it and hope for the best. So what's a breadcrumb? It's telling your story in a way that constantly raises the stakes, introducing a new element on a regular basis. It's something that surprises the listener with something unexpected. Let me show you how listeners respond. Check this out. This is a graph of a radio show's content showing the moment-by-moment response to what they're hearing on the air. They're using dial tests. Now each test starts right at 50 and goes as high as 100 or as low as 0. There's mild interest in this break, but it just never really gets going. It stays between 40 and 60 on the scale, right in the middle. Nothing happening here. It doesn't go anywhere. Now in all, the break only lasts 3 minutes and 19 seconds. But half of the audience had tuned out. Half. Can you afford to lose half of your audience in such a short period of time? Now, there's nothing wrong with the topic. It was compelling. But the execution is flat and it just didn't get traction. And half the audience is gone for the punchline. Now, compare that to this break. This shows a great hook. Look how fast it starts. Strong, quick start. Interest spikes immediately. The first 2 minutes are highly compelling. This has promise because there's breadcrumb after breadcrumb. That's a really strong statement, a really strong segment. That shows why you need a fast start, but also breadcrumbs that will get listeners all the way through the break to your great payoff.